Hi everybody, how are you? It's Mike Andrew once again providing a short video with practical insights as it applies to business and leadership. This short video is going to build off some common topics that I've brought up in the past around integrity, character, humility, dignity. And the reason why I'm bringing it up is I seem to be coming across a number of things on social media where people self-proclaim themselves as number one, the number one thought leader, the number one leadership thinker, the number one executive coach. Says who? And what happens is, not only number one, but number one in the world. and I've had people come to me, contact me and say, can you vote for me? I'm applying for this number one, whatever the category is. And I have to politely and respectfully say, I don't operate that way, no. There's a saying, when your work speaks for itself, don't interrupt. And there's another saying I came across years ago, that dignity is about deserving honors, not possessing them. And I recently came across a quote that says, bragging, and I call self-promoting bragging, means that you're really not used to it. There's a famous American football coach that used to say, when you score a touchdown, act like you've done it before, and you don't have to put on this show. And I know there are exceptions. Look, I love it when I see students get ranked number one in the class because they worked hard and studied. And that's an objective measure. They deserve it, but you don't usually see them brag about it. Or, if someone is an athlete and they got voted most valuable player by the sports writers or the coaches in the league, legitimate vote, and usually they're humble enough not to brag about it. But what constitutes someone to say, I'm the number one leadership expert in the world, or the number one executive coach in the world? Come on. I bumped into a guy once. He came to our company, very well known, very successful. And I was actually excited to meet him for the first time because I'd heard about him for many years. And this is what happened in the first 15 seconds of meeting him. First 15 seconds. I said, great, I'm finally getting to meet the name. And I said, the number one coach, right? He goes, no, number one leadership thinker, number one executive coach, number one CEO. I mean, it's like, okay, I'm saying to myself, okay, back off, my God. What's causing this? I don't know. But to me, there's a fine line between self-promoting and marketing. Of course, we have to market ourselves. Companies have to market themselves. But there's a huge line between self-promoting and demonstrating humility and dignity. I'll take a quiet, dignified, highly respected and accomplished individual who goes about his or her work day in and day out and is self-aware enough to know that they have a long way to go to be number one. And they have to keep trying and keep working at it day after day to be the best they can be. Now, on a whole different level, I love it when children can say, I've got the number one mother in the world or the number one father. That's great. And that's what matters in the eyes of children, who they think is the number one mother or father. But top professionals, very successful professionals, they don't self-promote themselves this way. I'm the number one this, the number one that. They don't think that way. They're self-aware enough to go about their work every day to continuously improve to be the best they can be. So that's my message for today. Some of the self-promoting, I have to come out and do this video, and I'll take a quiet, unassuming, successful, highly respected and accomplished person that shows some dignity and integrity and character and doesn't have to self-promote. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time.